had to be Maldo. Hey, let's start off with giving a massive thank you to everyone who did something to put this incredible event together. Jamie, Leanne, Prickett, head office, their audio, the video, everyone. Let's give them a round of applause. I don't know if it was a good idea having Julian, come up before me, because it may be one of those mornings, guys. I may have to get emotional with y'all. That was absolutely beautiful. I was out there just like wiping my tears away. Look, the company just keeps, last thank you, but it's definitely to God. I mean, if you saw the company where it was and where it is today, and you saw some of the leaders of where they were and where they are today, without a shadow of a doubt, God has his hands in this company. He has his hands in your hearts. The company keeps, coming up with these fantastic titles, just keeps getting better and better and better. And this year's whole theme is X marks the spot. And if you think about it, it really does. If you can align yourself with the X factor, it really does push you forward. It pushes you to heights that you can only imagine. I believe with everything inside of me, that X factor, it's right here. It's what's inside your heart. It's what's inside of you. See, there ain't no aptitude test, no personality test, there's no college test, degree, there's no PhD. Ain't nobody ever created a test, nor will everyone create a test to measure the heart of a man or woman. The key to winning in business is what's inside of a person. It's your integrity. It's your people abilities. It's your character. It's what's inside you. It's what's inside your heart. I want to talk about some leaders. If this is your leader that I'm talking about, just give him a round of applause. Right, Ryan Tongs. Listen, Ryan Tongs, he was at WFG for 17 years. He joined Experior because of the legacy program and our transparency. His limited thought is, what if I don't live up to my potential? But what's inside of him? What's inside of his heart? Man, when it's all said and done, this guy just wants people at his funeral to celebrate him, celebrate that they knew him. See, that's what drives him. It don't matter the struggles. It don't matter the chargebacks. It don't matter the people that quit. It's what's inside of them drives them forward. It's what's inside of his heart. What's inside your heart? What's in your heart? I hope today you get to discover that. How about Aditha Ramo? Aditha Ramo, right? Yeah, absolutely. Of her former occupation, she was a pharmacy assistant. She joined Experior because of the compensation model. Her limited thought is, am I good enough? Can I do this thing? Can I lead people? But what's in here, man, she just wants to help people become a senior financial associate, a senior manager, an executive director, help them create a six-figure income. Man, she wants to push people up. Hey, look, maybe what's in your heart is one of these. Maybe what's in your heart is you want to have this beautiful home. Maybe you want to have 10 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms. Maybe you want to live in a forest. Maybe you want a house with all glass around it. I don't know what it is for you, but maybe it's one of these. Maybe that's what's in your heart. Maybe you get discovered, man, I want to live in a beautiful home. And if you do, that's okay. Just own it. And then work towards it. How about Adiola Abdiodin, right? His former occupation, he was an IT consultant. He joined Experior because of the ownership platform, our shares, and the leadership. His limited thought is, are people going to follow me? Over 300 licensed people and he deals with, are people going to follow me? Ain't that crazy? His X factor, he wants to be a senior national executive director, and he wants to create more he wants to change people's lives. You with me? See, that's what's in his heart. Maybe that's what's in your heart is one of these. Maybe it's the cars. Maybe it's the Ferraris or the Porsches or the Lamborghinis or the Teslas. Maybe that's what it is. And guess what? It's okay if that's in your heart. It's totally okay for you to want an extravagant car. It's totally okay. Eric and Mary Robinson, the guy with the camera. You see him walking around and videotaping people, and it's having a blast. Former occupation, car sales and management, network marketing, right? Transition into that world. He joined Experior because he wanted, there was an opportunity for him to start with a company that already had a track record, but in a new country. Who's here from the US? Come on. If you just think, 7 short years ago where we were. Man. His limited thought is, will I regret not taking action or missing an opportunity that completely changed his life? See, what's in his heart, though, is financial freedom. It's the opportunities that he can create for his family. That's what's in his heart. See, what's in your heart? Maybe it's this. Maybe what's in your heart is you want to have extraordinary experiences. You want to travel the world. You want to live in multiple countries. You want to experience different people and different cultures and different food. Maybe that's what it is for you. What's in your heart? How about Francis and Diane Sinde? Right? Former occupation, ITNS. I'm getting goosebumps just like these people are extraordinary. He joined Experior because of a tribe model concept, of shares, a legacy ownership. His limited thought is, am I good enough? That's what he deals with. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? His X factor is his family. Man, that guy tells his personal story. He takes one look at his family, and this guy is just dripping of tears. Man, you just feel it. You feel that that's what's in his heart. He wants to do something special with his life. Are you with me? Maybe this is it for you. Maybe you want to create opportunities for your loved ones. Maybe you want to send them to the best possible school. How about Andrea Rogers? For a limited time only, Andrea Rogers is here in Toronto. She's flying back to Jamaica, so make sure you get your ticket, your pictures, and your autographs. She only comes to Toronto or Ontario, Quebec, when there's a convention. Every other time, she's in Jamaica. But look, former occupation, school teacher. She joined Experior because of the legacy program. Her limited thought is, someone's going to mess this thing up. I'm going to work my butt off. I'm going to build this dream life, and someone's going to come in and mess this thing up. Her X factor, though, the thing that moves her, the thing that drives her, is she wants to be able to live her dream life on her terms, in a warm country. It's her children's future. Maybe this is it for you. Andrea. Maybe this is it for you. Maybe you want to make an impact. Hey, look, maybe you want to start your own foundation. Maybe you just want to give back. How about Raza and Rama Beg? Former occupation is a competitive ballroom dancer. Dancing with the stars. Hey? Why Experior? His equity ownership. Legacy ownership, the diversity in the company, the transparency. His limited thought is, what if I die before I leave a legacy, before I build something, before I leave a legacy for my family? His X factor, the thing that pushes him forward, he wants freedom of time. See, he wants to, do what he wants to do, when he wants to do it, with whomever he wants to do it. He doesn't want someone to tell him where to go and, when to take a break and when to eat lunch. No, he wants freedom of time. That's what pushes him. That's what drives him. Maybe it's this for you. Maybe you want to correct an injustice, right? Maybe you're sick of witnessing people pass away without the proper protection. How many people see those GoFundMe pages popping up like crazy, right? Maybe that's what it is for you. Maybe what's in your heart is you want to make an impact. You want to correct an injustice. Maybe you're tired of seeing people struggle with their debt. Maybe it's when they come to retirement, they got no money. Maybe you want to change that. Maybe you're tired of seeing people unhappy with their careers and their businesses and not loving their life. Maybe that's it for you. How about Darren and Stephanie Golka? See, his former occupation, he was a serial business failure. Yeah. Business after business after business after business. Just not working out. He joined Experior because of Jamie's confidence in our unique, tri-brid model. His limited thought, what he deals with, could I do it again? Imagine that. Failure after failure after failure, and his thought is, could I do it again? Can I give it one more go? But what's in here is freedom. It don't matter what happened before. It don't matter what's happening right now. Because his commitment, what's in his heart is freedom. That's what he fights for. Maybe it's this. Diapers. Maybe in your heart is you're going to fight like hell for the people you love. Maybe that's what it is for you. You're going to do whatever is necessary for the people you love. I didn't even say his name yet. Frank and Yolanda DeLeo, former occupation, forklift driver, Costco. He joined Experior because timing, right? Being the first one in. His limited thought is, am I good enough? Can I create the life I really want? But you know what pushes them? You know what drives them? Yolanda was there last night. I'm not sure if she's here right now, but it's his family. He wants to create the freedom, guess what, that he never had growing up. He wants to create that freedom for his family. He wants to leave a legacy that his family is taken care of financially for the rest of their life. Imagine that. You creating generational wealth for your family. Maybe that's what's in your heart. It's leaving a legacy. How about Mauro, the Godfather himself, Mauro Turi? He worked in retail. He's a colorblind paint mixer. True story. He mixed paint, and he didn't know what color it was. He joined Experior because of the ownership. It was better for clients and it was better for agents. He deals with, could I do it? Man, can I do this thing? Over 1,400 licenses deals with, could I do it? His X factor is securing his family's future. That's what it is for him. What's it for you? What's inside here? What's inside your heart? What do you want to happen? Maybe it's this. Maybe it's a legacy for you. Maybe you want to pass something down to your kids and your kids' kids and future generations. Maybe you want to create a mark. Maybe you want to create a footprint on this earth. Maybe what's in your heart is you want to be a massive contribution to the world. So your first name's about you, but your last name's about us. It's a lasting legacy. How many people know this symbol? Jordan. That's a family's last name. That will live long after Michael Jordan. How about this? I've seen some of you wear these today. Giorgio Armani, right? That's a family's last name. Aston Martin is a family's last name. Baskin Robbins, that's a family's last name. That will live generation after generation after generation. Well, maybe it's Bombardier. Bombardier is a family's last name. Burberry is a family's last name. Dolce & Gabbana, family's last name. Ferrari, some of you guys pulled up with this. That's a family's last name. Generations after generations after generations, that last name will last a lifetime. It will last forever. Fisher Price, last name. Forbes, last name. Goldman Sachs, last name. Harley Davidson, last name. Last name, last name, last name, last name, last name, last name. What about you? What about your last name? What about the Arturis and the Prickets and the Barnetts and the What about you? What about your last name? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! What about you?
Hey, thank you so much for watching. My name is Daniel Prete. I'm the CEO of Experior Financial Group. And if you like what you saw in that video, that was from our last convention. Well, this next convention coming up July 16th to the 18th of 2024 is going to be absolute fire. It's the Decade of Distinction. And if you haven't got tickets for it, click on the link below. Let's make it happen. We're going to change the world.